concept of a Satanic New World Order has been a topic of speculation and debate among various groups, with some believing it to be a real entity seeking to control and oppress humanity. One of the alleged tools being used by this supposed organization to achieve its goals is climate change propaganda. The idea is that by manipulating public perception and creating a sense of urgency around environmental issues, the New World Order can impose its will on societies and restrict individual freedoms. According to this narrative, the Satanic New World Order is using climate change as a pretext to implement policies that erode national sovereignty, promote global governance, and redistribute wealth. By creating a perceived crisis, the New World Order can justify the imposition of draconian measures such as carbon taxes, strict regulations on energy consumption, and limitations on personal freedoms. This, in turn, would supposedly enable the New World Order to consolidate its power and control over the global population. Proponents of this theory point to the fact that many of the world's most influential leaders, organizations, and institutions are actively promoting the climate change agenda. They argue that the constant bombardment of climate-related news, the emphasis on renewable energy, and the push for sustainable development are all parts of a coordinated effort to shape public opinion and create a sense of panic. This, they claim, is designed to distract people from the real issues and manipulate them into accepting a New World Order-controlled agenda. Furthermore, some argue that the climate change movement has been hijacked by powerful interests, including corporations, governments, and non-governmental organizations NGOs, which are using it to further their own agendas. For example, the promotion of renewable energy sources, such as wind and solar power, has created new markets and opportunities for companies to profit from the transition to a low-carbon economy. Similarly, governments are using climate change as a justification to increase taxes, impose regulations, and expand their authority. Additionally, the role of NGOs and international organizations such as the United Nations in promoting the climate change agenda has raised suspicions among some. These entities are often seen as pushing for a globalist agenda, which prioritizes the interests of the elite over those of ordinary people. The fact that many of these organizations are funded by wealthy donors and corporations has led some to believe that they are merely fronts for the New World Order, working to advance its interests under the guise of environmentalism. However, it is essential to note that the overwhelming scientific consensus supports the reality of human-caused climate change and the need for urgent action to mitigate its effects. The evidence from various fields of research, including climate science, ecology, and economics, confirms that climate change is a real and pressing issue that requires a coordinated global response. While it is true that some individuals and organizations may be exploiting the climate change agenda for their own gain, this does not necessarily mean that the entire movement is a New World Order-controlled conspiracy. In conclusion, the idea that the Satanic New World Order is using climate change propaganda to oppress humanity is a complex and multifaceted topic. While there are legitimate concerns about the manipulation of public opinion and the exploitation of environmental issues for political and economic gain, it is crucial to separate fact from fiction and avoid perpetuating conspiracy theories that can be damaging to the environment and human well-being. A nuanced and evidence-based approach to understanding the climate change debate is essential, one that acknowledges the real challenges posed by environmental degradation while also being mindful of the potential for manipulation and exploitation by powerful interests. By promoting critical thinking, media literacy, and informed discourse, we can work towards a more sustainable and equitable future, free from the influence of oppressive forces, whether real or imagined.